Hi, my name's Grainger and this is one of my midlife gap year videos. This year I'm doing an experiment in my life, and I've condensed all my work with my life coaching clients down to 1 week a month, and for the rest of the month I'm free to do whatever I want. And I'm putting out a video each week or 10 days just to chart my experiences and some of the lessons that I learned along the way this year. So as you can see, probably, I'm not in Northern Ireland at home this week. I am in a place which we could lovingly call the Funky Finca, which is in the mountains in Andalusia. Malaga airport is about an hour and a quarter in that direction, and I'm surrounded by 14 acres of olive farm, organic olive farm, which you can see up behind me, nestled deep in a valley. I have a river running along beside me here, which you can probably hear, surrounded by eucalyptus trees and walnut trees and bamboo, and you might be able to hear some of the bird song behind me. In fact, you might not even be able to hear me, you might only be able to hear bird song. A finca in Spanish is a farm, a small farm, and this place, the Funky Finca as we call it, is something which has just been a real inspiration to me over the last 5 years since I first came here. And I thought I'd just share a little bit of the story of this place and how it's impacted my life. I'm here at the moment for a 10-day retreat, and we do tend to come here for retreats rather than holidays. We've got no Wi-Fi, very little mobile coverage, there are no neighbours, there's a supermarket about 20 minutes in that direction, and apart from that there's very little else. So it's pretty secluded and pretty rustic, and we just love it. We love it here. And so about 10 years ago, my life coach, I was going through a rough time, so I hired a life coach, and my life coach said to me, okay, I want a description of your perfect life in 10 years time. And I said, I don't know, I don't have a clue where I want to be in 10 years time, as most of us don't. But just to shut her up, I wrote this one-page description of living in this beautiful place in a sunny climate. That's what I really craved, was warmth and sunshine. And it was an old farmhouse which had been converted and was somewhere where I would do yoga and write, and what else would I do? Grow vegetables and basically be an old hippie. And I suppose when I was writing it, there was the feeling of peace and calm and beauty that I wanted to be surrounded by at that stage, because that was very much missing from my life at that time. And 5 years later, I got a phone call one day from my sister saying, Jenny, I'm in Andalusia at the moment and I've just come across this old farmhouse. And you know, you had that dream about buying a farmhouse in a warm country. Well, I think this is fantastic, and I think you should come down and have a look at it with me. Our mum had died about 6 months before, and we had inherited some money. So my sister's convinced me anyway to come and have a look, and a couple of months later I found myself in a notary office locally, signing a piece of paper along with my sister to buy this place, 14 acres of organic olive farm, a river, an old farmhouse which was completely dilapidated, and two small cottages, one of which was livable. And it was mad, it was completely mad. It all happened so effortlessly and easily, and there I was, an olive farmer in my spare time. And so basically for the following 3 years or so, Owen and I, my partner and I, would come down here 2 or 3 times a year, maybe 4 times a year sometimes, and we just would come and retreat from the world and recharge our batteries and have some real sort of deep spiritual experiences because of the peace and the tranquility of the whole place. And we grew to love it very, very much, and felt deeply, deeply blessed to have it in our lives, and really so grateful for just being here. And then about 18 months ago, things changed slightly in my heart, and one of the things that my heart was really crying out for was to own my own home and to put down some roots. But I knew that had to be in Northern Ireland for various different reasons. So the universe, as it usually does, supported my desire, and I came into a lump sum of money which nearly allowed me to buy my perfect home in Northern Ireland, but not quite. And so I was racking my brain about what I could do, because I really didn't want to settle for second best. And I was thinking, gosh, you know, how could I manifest, or where would the money come from to buy this home, which I really have a deep, deep heart desire for. And then it occurred to me that I had invested money in this place down here, and that maybe, just maybe, I needed to let go of that. So with a heavy heart, I phoned and I spoke to my sister, and I explained my predicament and said, you know, I don't want to let go of the finca, but I also know that I really need the security and the stability and the peace of mind of owning a home in Northern Ireland. So without hesitation, in her generosity, she said no problem. She wired the money to me, we signed some papers, and she bought me out of the farm. So I'm no longer an owner of the funky finca. But I was able to buy a beautiful, beautiful home in Northern Ireland and really put down roots, which has been such a good thing for me over the last 18 months. My sister is one of the most generous and open-hearted people that I know. And at the time that we were signing these papers, she said, but Jenny, you know, this place is not mine. And I said, well, it is yours, you own it now, it's all yours. And she said, but I've bought it for the family. The money came from our mother and her life, and it's a family property, and you're always welcome to use it, you're always welcome to enjoy it, to come down anytime you want, and to treat it as your own. So it wasn't really until the first time that we did that we realised what was going on and what the universe had actually laid out for us. And so now, last year my sister finished all the reconstruction work. She's renovated this whole building here. She's made it into a beautiful, beautiful place. It sleeps about 12 people. It's gorgeous, it's simple, but it's very beautiful. This year she's going to be putting in a swimming pool over here. There's a car that we can use anytime. There's even a local guy called Miguel who can come down and pick us up from the airport if we want to. And it's all just here, and I don't have to own any of it. I don't have to get stressed about maintaining it. I don't have to do anything particularly other than treat it with love and care, which I do, and respect, and to enjoy it. And I suppose that's the profound truth of this story, is that sometimes we need to let go of our attachment to having things, because we're very narrow in our thinking. You know, so many of us believe that, you know, this is the way it's going to be. I need to find the money to own my own home in Spain. That's the only way that it could possibly happen, that I could enjoy this kind of experience, this kind of place. And yet, little wasp, friend, and yet my experience now is that I don't have to own it at all, that the universe is expressing itself through my sister. And it's saying, here, Jenny, here, you'd love it here. Come down, enjoy it, take it easy, make the most of it, be grateful for it, chill out, and go back into your day-to-day life even more peaceful, even more relaxed, and enjoy the blessings of it. Now, my ego could say, oh no, I can't do that, I need to pay for it, I need to pay my sister for it, I need to do this, that, all the rest to kind of compensate for using the place. Or I could just accept it gratefully. So part of the reason I wanted to share this with you was just to get you thinking about where maybe the universe is trying to give you something, and you, because it doesn't fit in with the way you think things should be, that you're pushing it away or resisting it. Allowing, the art of allowing, is one of the most difficult things for us on this spiritual journey. It's how I teach the third step of the law of attraction. First step is ask, so I asked for a beautiful place in the sun. Second step was to align myself with it. So I did all sorts of work in terms of reading books about other people who had bought places in Spain and converted them. I started visualizing it, I started getting into a feeling place of how it might happen, I started writing about it. I did all sorts of different things at that stage, and it materialized. And then the third step is allowing. So I allowed it, I became an owner of it, and then I let go of it, and I no longer am an owner of it, but I'm still here, and it's still here, and it's actually even better than I could have imagined, because my sister's just done a fantastic job, and there was no stress involved. I didn't have to make any decisions. It's fantastic. So, what do you need to let go of? Do you need to let go of the idea that something should be a certain way? Do you need to let go of the attachment to having to have something so that you can be happy? How are you holding yourself out of alignment with your dreams and your vision? I'm going to pause the camera for a second, and then I'm going to do a little pan around the landscape here so you can see how beautiful it is, and so that you can maybe get your own imagination flowing about the type of place that you would like to come and visit and enjoy, whether it's yours or not. Have a wonderful week or 10 days. If you've enjoyed this video or you think anybody else might appreciate or benefit from it, please share it. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and be kept up to date with when the new ones are posted up. Namaste.